Good morning, good morning. How are we doing this bright and early morning? I'll be honest with you. I just can't wait to get back on the road. I should have been on the road yesterday. Should have, but I guess I'm getting old. Um, really old. I lost my wallet yesterday. Had some sweatpants on, and from what could figure out that when I put it in my back pocket, I didn't put it all away, and it came out. Oh, trying to figure out why the stuff ain't working. Hold on. Isn't working this morning. It's all right. And like the thing says, I lost my wallet. Went crazy looking for it. I was hoping it was in the truck. I was moving my stuff in the truck, but I wasn't long enough before I realized that I didn't have it. You can't drive an 18 wheeler without a daggone license. So I came back. I had to come back home. I had to inform my boss, come back home and wait till this morning uh, to go get it taken care of. But the funny part is my license showed up, my real license, because I was renewing it, showed up yesterday afternoon. I only had one credit card in there, so I had to have them resend that one. But I had about $175 from the trip that I just took to New York, which I meant to put it back in the bank because that was going to be for some bills. The things that we go through. Um, but I chalk it up to I only had we flew in John F. Kennedy this morning around uh, good morning, good morning. Oh, great! Thank you. Cruising with fun. Cruising is fun anytime. I watched your premiere of your show, so I will be watching in the morning. I will be watching in the morning. It was enjoyable. I just got to remember to share you out, and much appreciated. Much appreciated. Um, the the frustration is that I had to last week. I had to get rid of all my get new stuff sent to me because I got suckered in giving someone access to my laptop. So I'm just a little frustrated, right now. I mean, it ain't you guys' fault. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see here. Let me take some of the stuff off. Banners. Oh, I should leave that on there. But it just I chalk it up to the fact that we didn't get back to Atlanta from JFK to around 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I tried to get up at 7. I was kind of zonked out, you know, kind of really, really, really tired, really tired. But it is what it is. But it just was embarrassing to have to call all the people to get my stuff. And I thought someone wouldn't be kind enough to turn in the wallet, screw the money. But, I had to stuff a few little things in there that I needed. But, it happens. Hasn't happened to me in a long time, but it happens. Um, yeah, I sound a little frustrated, but I knew that God, the Lord, and everybody else probably knew I was too tired to be driving anyway. So I came home, played with the lawn for a little bit. This mower I have, it's a greens mower used at golf clubs, golf clubs. It cuts so low, it's scary, and I was playing with it yesterday because I noticed I cut a strip the other week and it happened again. Then when I came home for a few days, it was growing. So I said, well, let me try it again. Just getting little practice and fun. So because I was so frustrated. But you can't let that overcome. I wish sometimes I wish I could ignore my lawn, but that's where I get my frustrations out, get my exercise. That's everybody has a safe place. I know it sounds weird, but my working on my lawn is my safe place. I have fun, I enjoy it, and I don't do much. But back to coming back from New York. Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. New York never lets me down on the foolishness. I'm going to hold a lot of stuff that happened until the live-a-thon. I'm doing the live-a-thon. Miss T with the T needed she needed an early morning person. The people don't like to do early mornings. I do early mornings because 9 times out of 10, that's when I start my day and I start driving. I mean, I was going to do this while I drove, to the yard to pick up a truck, but I remember I have to wait till they get there to get the plates because I got a new truck. A new truck, yay! Well, new to me, but I never get the new trucks. They always give it to the new guys. They don't know what the heck they're doing. The last guy that had this truck drove it for. Oh, okay. Okay. Where do you live at? Where do you live at? Are you like up in the Northeast or different country? We're because yeah, I have one guy that comes in. He's from Australia. I think would England be a place where there's a lot of moss, or I guess Washington State, but there's a lot. It's a lot of I guess the humidity or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like that case where the person is they're getting the roof. It's just moss covering the whole roof. That they got to get all that there. Um, different areas have different things that they have to do. I have like there's one little small 5 by 5 foot area. It's right on the left corner of my property that has a lot of moss on it. I don't know where. Oh, okay. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. I have a friend that I grew up with in my hometown and my neighborhood. He moved to England, which is pretty cool. Um, oh, gotcha. It's crazy how like certain areas, it's, like the lower part of the equator is, the opposite of what we are. Because I think we're in spring right now, but it's, I guess, would it be winter for them down in the Caribbean, and even winter is warm as heck. I just came back where it wasn't hot, but it wasn't cold either. You know, um, it was like medium. You could actually wear. I didn't wear short shorts, but I wore like long uh, cargo pants type shorts where they go all the way down to your knees, a little bit below your knees. My wife loves me, and I'm like, I have no idea, but that's what I wore. I think it's a. I'm not sure. I I I don't know. I'm not a scientist. One thing is I can't wait to get back on the road so I can get my stamina back to getting up, to getting going, and to getting down the road, and getting paid again. I took, I could deal with 1 week off, because I did the cruise, but the second week my best friend got married. I had to wait because if I got on the road, I'd probably not make it back in time to get married. Um, Seen a whole lot of old friends, a whole lot of old friends, which was really fun. It was really enjoyable because these are all good people. And it's good to see him. It's good to see my friend Vincent finally get married. Um, One thing, like if cruising fun anytime, if you still, um, one thing you should always, 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 always stress is the folks that are new to cruising. Turn off your phone or put it in airplane. My best friend didn't even know. I called him, said, "Hey man, yeah, I knew he was, I knew it was cruise day." And he, "Oh, we're on the boat." I said, "Do me a favor. When you hang up with me, turn your phone off." Right. And see, he didn't even do his homework. I said, "Because you're going to get one heck of a phone bill if you don't. That phone will lock in on the chip systems, and you get charged an arm and a leg for you not even making one call." It's because we are avid cruisers, we confuse the fact that people that aren't avid cruisers know basics. And that should be a subject of one of your morning shows. People don't know the basics. They don't realize that at the end of the cruise you're going to be paying tips. And you see all the old folks and all the people, the new people. Why I only had enough for this? Well, you should have did your homework. You know, my room steward, my wife had we had a birthday. I was going to get the room decorated. We came back when the room was decorated. I thought our cruise ship friends, our cruise friends did it, and they said no, we didn't do it. And it turns out that Carnival did it for us. In the steward, even wrote a little thing on the window, "Happy birthday," Miss, no, sorry, get shot, Norma. Um, Happy birthday. And that was very, very unbelievably nice of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. You doing these shows, you're going to be looking for all kinds of subject matter. And my suggestion to you is start off with the basics. The basics, because everybody, a lot of times when folks have these cruise, cruise shows or the cruise channels, you realize that a lot of the people that are looking, they're looking to learn about cruising. Um, Another reason is another suggestion is I had a really bad experience. I used a YouTube cruiser, that was the same thing. He was a what you call it? He was a dang on it. He was one. He was a not a cruise. Can't remember the word. Well, I'm getting old. Um, uh, Dang it. He was a. He was the guy that booked the cruise for you. And, you know what I mean? And he did a horrible job at it. And it was a YouTuber that has over 50,000. I'm not gonna call him out. He had over 50,000 subscribers, and he did. He had one face on YouTube, and then another face on the phone. I don't want to get on the phone and ask that. When I knew it cut in, it cut into his profit, because we were supposed to receive $300 back, because YouTube has a room guarantee. The rooms had dropped on the celebration by $300, and if we would have booked the cruise, my wife could have just called and we'd have got $300 back. But he decided that he didn't want to do it. So my thing is, if you're selling, if you're selling your page and your business and everything on YouTube, that's another thing. Give a guarantee. Hey, I'm not going to treat you like other people treat you. If you sign up with us, we're going to make sure that you're taken care of. And it's not just it's not words. It's the honest to God truth. Some people need to hear that. I'll never use a cruise advisor again, and I'm not going to be mean to anybody, but I'm never going to use one again because of that. You know, we also had a good time, but it was just the way that he was treating us, because we have cruise friends that didn't go with the party that we had signed up for, but we wanted to sit with them. Oh no, they can't sit with us. No, or no. And then I told her, look, this guy doesn't want to give us our money. He doesn't want to work to resolve the problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go sit with our friends. So when she called, you know, Dave was upset that we were going to. He was upset. You could hear him on the phone. And he got off the phone, and the wife had to take over. And my wife was like, well, "What happened to him?" Oh, he's going to go walk the dog. Well, we're trying to resolve a problem here. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's the phoniness. I'm gonna keep it 100. That's phony. So you got this phony facade for YouTube, but the real person is a butthead. And I'm being polite here. I'm trying to try and have a what's the word? Um, yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a minute. This is what happens when you're growing old. I decided not to have coffee much because you know what? Um, I gained a few pounds back, and I need my blood pressure to stay halfway decent. So that's one thing I'm gonna be working on when I get back on the road. At least try to walk a mile in the truck parking lots and get that stuff under control. We also went to Coney Island, which I thought was really that was really fun. I didn't know how close it was to being. Coney Island is on the island. Well, I mean, it's in Brooklyn, but Brooklyn's on the island too. Um, I don't know, is it Brooklyn or Queens? It's on the island. One of them boroughs. But it was really, really enjoyable. It was a little nippy out, but before that, we actually went to a diner. I remember when I was young, my father used to take me to diners all the time on Sundays, and I get to watch me eat or something. But every time I go home, I try to hit another, at least one diner. So we did that, and man, the service was, I think it's called Mineola Diner. I have to look up my check it. The service was really good. We got it really quick. Normally you have a conversation, you'd be waiting. Next thing you know, made the order, and it was there within minutes. That was phenomenal. It was good. The hash brown's a little dark, but I think not burnt. A lot of times you'll see a pile of hash browns on the flat top on the corner, waiting so they could get in, get it out. And this the old type diners had an extension added to it. So this was a diner that used to be a real diner, but they pulled on wheels, which I thought that was really, really awesome. But we went there first and I had a breakfast. Then after that, what we did was we drove to Coney Island. They did the Google Maps type thing, which was was hilarious because my Google Maps didn't like the city. So when you got up to where you needed to turn, it was too late. So you had to figure out the corner it was telling you to turn was a whole, it was saying you got another block to. Nope. When you had to look for it tell you the name like Smith Street or whatever. If you saw that, you make that turn, And the wife says, "This up there and this up there," and I'm like, babe, when you try to explain yourself, you're the mean guy. No, so I was like, "Yes, there," and I turned anyway. But we got out. We had paid for parking because everything else was full, and the other parkings. Like I said, I'm not a New York City person. I'm from Long Island, New York. So, I said, look, let's just pay for parking instead, just to make sure, because we had we rented a Dodge Charger. I was really kind of nervous because, I'm in New York. The Charger, they're gonna they're gonna inject that car. So I was nervous as heck the whole weekend. But I was more than happy to get that car back. But I loaded a short on it. There was a school band. It must have been middle schoolers and a little younger, but they were getting it in, and a lot of drums. I think no, I think it was all percussion. It was all percussion, and they were getting it in. They were jamming, and I didn't want to change the music. I didn't want to do none of that. So I said, you know what, I'll take the hit because it's a really good thing to see young African American kids having fun instead of doing all kind of cockamamie stuff. Turns out when we went on the day that Coney Island was actually opening up because they were like it's still a little cold, but welcome to the grand opening or whatever. I guess they're opening for the season. Didn't even know that, but we just walked around, looked at like it was a lot of Coney Island is like going back to carnival days. You get that water in. It's like going back to carnival days. Now you can see the junk and clothes behind me. Let me do this. I'm gonna run and get me some water. Get some more water. Uh-oh. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. But I needed me something to drink. Needed me something to drink. Let's see here. But and again, but morning, Chief. Back here struggling to get through. His Charles on early, he'd be like, "Man, what's with the blank spots?" I'm just this is what happens when you're getting back into the groove of things. Right, let's turn that back off. Okay, get back in the groove thing. Hey, Charles, what state you in? I was telling her earlier. I lost my wallet, and was having one heck of a time. So I came back home and went to bed. I'll be getting back. I'm be leaving in a few minutes. Actually, right after the podcast. But I got you this little holder from stuff that my wife gave me. And I'm just going to Walmart get me a basic Walmart wallet. Normally when I'm on the road, I keep it at a specific spot, because you don't on your butt all morning. You know what I mean? Nah, you wouldn't believe it. I thought it was going to happen in New York. No, no. As soon as I got back, I was literally heading to. I know where it happened in Walmart. I was heading to the yard to load the truck. I said, you know what? Let let me get 3. You know me. I gotta have my case of water. So I got 2 cases of water and a monster drink, and then I pulled it out and put it. I thought I put it back in my pocket, but I had some sweatpants on, and I just know that's where it fell. I'm hoping goofy ass fell in the truck, but I couldn't find it. I was a little frantic. But I'm hoping later on today, maybe I didn't lose it there and I lost it in the truck. Uh, there's always a chance, but we'll see. Someone at the yard got mad that I was connected to a truck for 3 days, and then they put a lock on me. So I went to another truck, and if I go there this morning and I hooked up to another truck, if I go this morning and there's a lock on there, I'm cussing somebody out. Because now you're stupid. I'm cussing somebody out. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I'm loaded. I've only got 7 change. I don't need to be there Thursday. Wait a minute, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday morning. So I'm good. I'm just going to go ahead. I got a new truck. It's only got 20,000 miles on it. So that means that someone had the truck for about a month and they drove it without plan. I don't understand how this did this. They gave stuff to new drivers, and not the ones that's in there 7 or 8 years. Hello, somebody, but they give it to new drivers, and they it's so unbelievably stupid and not fair that you think you'd take care of your newer guys, but it's a gray truck with signified that it's a refrigerated truck, but it's going on the dry side. Yeah, you'll be right. What where are you going from Chicago? If anybody doesn't know, I'm an over the road trucker, and so is Charles. We, that's what we do on the road. We just call each other. What you doing? Nothing. What you doing? What state you doing? I'm in the state. How you on? And that's really it. So, what do you guys think about Trump and his 30? I think it's like 30 indictments. I could understand if someone thought, hey, this is a witch hunt, but 30 freaking indictments. You do remember in this guy's campaign, didn't he say I could go out and shoot somebody in public and literally get away with it? And what is that telling everybody? What is that telling about our rule of law? What is that telling about? And I could care less, but it's still the fact. What is that telling about the United States? That this guy's made the United States the laughing stock of the world. Okay, all right, you make it because you're super trucker. Hey, while you're here, let's see. Hold on. Okay, hey, while you're here, I seen I'm not gonna put his name out there, even though ain't nobody. I'm not a big person that but I'm gonna be honorable. We 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 are laughing about someone's beard. You can see a scratch. I'm letting mine grow out. I'm tired. A certain person's beard that it looked like it was sprayed on. Um, I ran into the person at Vince's wedding, and I had to play it off because I was staring. I was staring. I was like, "It's got to fake. It's got to be fake. It's got to be fake. It's got to be fake." I thought it was like a glue-on beard or something, but it looked real to me. Good morning, Mike. It looked real to me. It does look like the edges are um dyed. It's got like dye, hair dye. Hair dye. It looks like just a hair dye, but to keep it getting done every week or a few days, something. You know what I mean? But I just thought it was funny. I tried to get up there without couldn't get it. I was trying, but it was experience. At my house, watered them, and I'm back in the truck. So we're ready to get back on the road, and we're gonna be what's the word? We're gonna be letting them grow even more. So my babies are getting older. Hopefully they'll be preteen soon. Yeah, but it looked crisp. It didn't look the pictures, the photos, or whatever you want to call them. They look fake, but up close, up close, they it looked like the real McCoy. You know what I mean? And because I was, you know, being in the wedding and running into people. Um, I ran into a lot of people, so there was a lot of hugging and all kind of stuff. Um, it was crazy. I don't know if I ever told you that, but Vincent's pastor is Donnie McClurkin, and Vince's pastor married him, and well, okay, I was holding that for the liveathon, but I was blown away that man took time out of his busy schedule because he flew in. He flew in just to marry Vincent, and then flew back out. I mean, and he was on that phone the whole time, but he knew about my boy's struggles, and it's kind of, I wouldn't say heartbreaking, but oh, you got the link. I you know what, when I spoke, I didn't know what I was going to say, and I didn't want it to be about me. I didn't want battle, but I wanted to let them know that you know, they were starting on a wonderful life, and you know, and I was on the brink of boohooing. I mean, through the whole thing, man. Oh my God. Um, Trying to hold back the tears, you know, because I was happy for him. You know, it's funny. He was frustrated. He's frustrated with her, but you know, out of your frustration, maybe he said that you know, she was you know, I'll just leave it at that. He was frustrated, but not frustrated like, "Oh, I'm done." No, but see, here's the thing. But a lot of times, when God gives us what we need, that frustration, because guess what? He's just as frustrating, you know, because he thinks his way is the right way. And now that this person is joined together in matrimony, means that you are one. Your weakness is probably her strengths, and you know, what she's probably telling him or whatever that's making him frustrated might be the right thing to do. Might be the right idea. Oh, okay. You know, it might be the right thing to do or the right idea. And what a lot of guys don't understand, a lot of people that's been by themselves, they think and believe that my way is the highway. And it's the idiotic, stupid response. And then that should tell you something that you've been single too long. You know, these times, these situations, we have to understand and you know, make decisions and understandings together, because it takes two. It doesn't take one, it takes two. Yeah, he hasn't seen frustration, but the fact is, you love your wife. I see it. You know, I see it every time I'm with y'all. I know you love your wife. So you know, and even what we think is frustrating is nothing, because I know other people that I've been with. It wasn't frustrating. It was humiliating. You know what I mean? It was straight up humiliating that people just think that you're a piece of crap, and I don't want no one else to have you, but I don't want you behind either. Really? Where do we do that at? You know what I mean? I mean, really. Um, I saved them. I saved this at about, you know, probably 900 to a couple of thousand phone bill, because I called them when they made it. They were on the boat, and I said, "Hey man, cut your phone off. Cut your phone off." And for what people that you guys, anybody that's on here, if you ever go on a cruise, you put your phone like you're on an airplane. You put it on airplane mode. If you want to take pictures or whatever, you leave it on airplane mode or you turn it off, because there's a lot of apps and stuff that are on our phones that we don't know, that dial out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So when you're on an international cruise ship, it's in on the ship's transponder, and get you pay you paying out the wazoo. I said it earlier, say it again, paying out the wazoo. But it is it's something that a lot of don't know. Um, and it is what it is. I got oh, that we were there. We I was a little hungry. And, you know, normal. I want some wings. I want some. So she phone New York, calling the New York pizza parlor, and asking bougie behind questions. I'm like, babe, don't do that. You're not. You in New York. Oh, does your menu have? He said, no. We just have wings. You could hear him on it. Just have wings. hot wings and barbecue. And by the way, he got me for about $16, but I ain't saying nothing. But we would just have wings. I'm like, hey, do you have any substitute? Like, that's not how you do it in New York. Like, you're embarrassing me. I said, forget it. I went up the road. It was literally about a mile up the road, and I ordered a pizza with half cheese, half pepperoni. I got a nah, I didn't. But I had enough. I had enough food. Yeah, I mean, I had, I ordered a pizza, large pizza, half pepperoni, half cheese, and some wings. I forgot to tell them to make them crispy because it was like 1:30 in the morning. I was ready to get out of there. Oh, these are not crispy. I said, I don't care, don't eat them. Because we didn't get to bed till like 2 in the morning. No, 3 o'clock, and then got up around 7. To make sure we had it. I make sure my clothes are just right. Um, and then we headed over there to the church. But didn't realize there's a club next door, and we were over there, Hofstra University. So it's a college club, but they came dragging this poor child because she was underage, but she was drunk. She looked like she's gonna have alcohol poisoning. It looked like that's how drunk she was. Couldn't stand up, flopping all over the place, bending over in the garbage can, barfing and everything else. And I looked at the guy behind the thing, and he just had this crazy look on it. He's like, but he wasn't mad. I was like, hey man, you probably been through this before. These asked me why to say that. Because your reaction, you ain't been mad 1 minute. And it was unbelievable. And I was like, well, I said, youngins, I've been through all this mess y'all doing right now. You gotta watch that. You want to kill yourself. I mean, she wasn't even a solid 100 pounds. Not even a solid 100 pounds. And I was like, look, because they said the cops see her like that, because the cops were right in the front. Said if the cops see her like that, she's going, then she's going to be in trouble. I said, man, I'd rather have her in trouble than alive than dead from alcohol poisoning. But like I said, New York did not let me down. I ain't been in New York for more than 2 hours. And I was sitting there just cracking up. Parked in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot and walked down there. When you're an old New Yorker, you were on alert. I was like, boy, somebody come out, they're gonna get nucked. Because I just knew. That's why I didn't bring a whole lot of anything. Thank God, because me losing my wallet. I literally had I stopped one of my accounts to make up for the money I lost in the wallet. It's one of them days. It's like I'm gonna be getting out of here real soon. Exactly. No, this was exactly what you just said. And I'm like, and y'all be proud of me. Didn't have one beer, no shots, no nothing this whole weekend. I was on full alert, and I wanted to be respectful of my friend Vincent because he doesn't drink. So his brother though, boy, he was lit. And you could tell when you get close, you could smell it on the breath. But, woo, boy. my man was he was lit. But that's all right, you know. No, I only had my debit card in there, which was my Chase debit card and the Carnival cruise line card. So uh, I had to get rid of them again. You know, oh brother. But my real license actually showed up this afternoon. I mean yesterday afternoon, because the DMV for your license and stuff doesn't open up till um this morning. You know, because they're open on Saturdays. They're open on Saturdays, so they're closed Sunday, Monday. So yeah, I only had to get two cards. Only had to get two cards and the the other stuff. But my health card and my immunization card was in there. But I got the long form, and I can see if I got. I believe I should still have. I had a copy of the short form in there too. I'll always carry the long form on my clipboard. So, um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But, yep, I feel like an idiot, but nothing I can do about it. You know, nothing I can do about it. But I'm going to give my other thoughts on the wedding and everything on the hypathon this Saturday. So if you guys are around, I will be doing same time, same channel. The hypathon. You know, this we'll probably have a whole 10 people in there. But hey, you guys are breaking records. You guys are breaking records. I let you know I appreciate y'all. Um, if y'all can later on today, I think it's 8 o'clock Central Time. I'll I'm gonna share it out. Cruising is fun anytime. It's going to be uh, there. She's doing a live show. Yeah, it will. It will. She's doing a live show. Um, trying to get the practice in like me. Yeah, yeah. I got my long form. I know I definitely have my long form because I keep it on my clipboard. Pretty sure I probably have the short um the short paper with that. I'm pretty sure I got a copy of that. But if I really need it, I can have just send me a copy because they got copies of it too. You know what I mean? Because you have to send a copy. Same. Um, but again, I was out. I was frustrated, so I got the 220 E cut hybrid was out cutting the lawn, and it's greening up. I'm really happy about that. So we'll see how things go with that. And good morning, good morning. Thanks for coming in and passing through. Um, the chances and the blessings that I've received because yeah, yeah, you know, this YouTube thing it's been an experience, and that's why look. I don't say nothing, but there's a lot of people that I like on this channel, and especially like I said, the the if I come to your channel and I leave a smiley face. That's my, hey, I like you, I appreciate you. Because, I've ran into nice people. You're almost. But like you said, people want to see you grow. People don't want to see you have a following. They want to come in. They want to mess up the flow. I've seen it on other people's channels. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it on other people's channel, like that. They want to come in and bring the drama. That's what you guys' job is. You and Charles. Don't let them come in here bringing drama. Don't give them a warning. Just block them. Block. Block them. You know what I mean? I know, Mike. You know I do it. Charles, there's like a little 3 dots on their name. Send them to the afterlife. No, we don't need that drama, especially this early in the morning. We early morning folks. We gonna get it in, but we I forgot what I was gonna say. But no, it a lot of times it will be 3 of us just talking to each other. But hey, that's part of the learning process of being, getting and doing this Monday through Friday. The doing it on the boat, that was hilarious. I had fun because we were getting lit. I don't know if y'all knew, probably knew my voice, but I was getting lit. Yeah, I try to figure out, when do you sleep, Mike? I'm sorry, Mr. Veteran. I'm sorry, Mr. Combat Vet. We don't need you having flashbacks, especially on the road. Oh. Oh boy. But my thing is I've had too much sleep. I've had too much rest. My body is craving stress again. I know that sounds stupid, but I need to get back on the road. What I'm going to try to do is drink a lot of water, at least get a mile walking in the parking lots. Then I'm going to start easing back into this lifestyle. Yep. Yeah, that's why y'all get along so well, Charles and Mike. Charles is a vampire too. He when the sun come up, he about to get ready for bed. But I'm like a semi-vampire. I start early. I start early morning. I went down it. We had someone in the chat earlier from England, Northern England. probably near the Great Wall over there, with the Great Ice Wall. I forgot. All right, you have a nice day now. But we at this channel we're figuring stuff out, having a little fun back and forth. I'm gonna be heartbroken on the road because I can't. There won't be no more of this. Looking over there, you're gonna see the driving on the screen and me just flapping off the gums, the thoughts and everything else. And no, I'm not drinking nothing other than water. Actually, tap water. No, it's a great grandmother with combat experience. That's right. Are you one of those young great grandmothers? Because nowadays the great grandmothers, what, 30? Jesus. Nah, she ain't gonna disappear. She ain't gonna do you. We got too many witnesses. Almost 75. Looking darn good for 75. No, I ain't supposed to say that. I hope I look that. I don't think I am. I'm kind of falling apart now too. And I'm in the mid 50s. But hey, it is what it is. Oh Lord. Okay, I'm gonna try to let you know it's coming. There's quite a few of us like that. There's quite a few of us, ma'am, in this chat right here that is the same way. um, Charlie said, "What is quiet?" The thing is, I was on with an educated natural. You have to watch what you say. So I'm being a little quiet, trying to make sure I don't say the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Hide behind Charles. Who hide behind him? But it's one thing I'm learning about, YouTube and further things going on in YouTube is, you do want to watch what you say, Oh, well, hey, my wife thinks the same thing. I'm like, babe, we're not going there. It's too violent. Well, why don't we invite Charles and Cynthia? We'll be okay. Like, what in the heck? So my wife knows me crazy too. Just sit there, protect us. Oh my Lord. I was like, wait a minute. These mothers. I don't know, 13 thirsty this morning. I guess I'm gonna have to probably get my water intake, Look, I'm gonna stay because y'all y'all gonna get me in trouble. No. help, help the bear, really? Uh, is this what happens when you stay sober? Hey, Charles, man. Hey, you be proud of me. I was straight sober, didn't have one lick of beer, wine, alcohol, nothing. I mean, I didn't even go buy nothing. I wasn't craving nothing, and shoot, I felt good. I didn't know what it felt like. Oh, the I seen the light. Oh. No, wink, wink. Yeah, Um, I'm gonna see about. Charles said he sent me the link on Facebook. I'm gonna download it and then I'll download it to my page, my YouTube page early. Later on today. I didn't know until the last minute. It was kind of. I'm not gonna say backwards. It was this man in my wedding, so they choose how they wanted to have it. Normally, the best man gives the speech, and but and there was. Oh, okay. Yeah, they aren't easy, but this one it actually came from the heart. Okay, yeah. Sorry, we're getting serious now. No more joking. You know, um, it came from the heart to let them know that even though it can be frustrating or whatever, and you think that you're the only one, because I knew what I wanted to say, but I didn't know how I was going to say it but she mentioned right before they sat back down that she was broken because I know the story. He told me. I let her know at that point that she wasn't the only one broken there in this situation. That he was just as broken as she was. Same thing with my marriage. When I met Norma, she swears she wasn't broken, but she just broke. She was just broken like I was, and we've grown together. We've done and figured out, our situations together, and you guys, I don't realize it, but that's marriage. You got these YouTubers and TikTokers, and my man got to make this. He got to make $400,000, and he got to have his own this and own that, and then your behind don't have nothing, and you're living with your mama, or then you're mad at him because he living with his mama. If you looked at it that way, you never be with nobody. I remember when I admit I met my wife, I literally had nothing. I lost whatever I had left in a truck fire. I moved all my stuff in the truck. I said, you know what? I'm not going to get an apartment. I'm never going to be there. Why am I going to pay $1,000, $1,200, $1,300 a month for an apartment and not be there because I'm gonna be out on the road. That's stupid. So I blew the engine in my pickup truck. So I had nothing. And good morning, good morning. I blew the engine in and I had nothing. But you have these women, they want to know, okay, well, where you staying? In my truck. What you drive? My truck. I was in full survival mode. You worrying about these these earthly things when look, I said, look, I'm gonna save money, use it when I need to. You know what I mean? Um, we worry about the wrong things because, like I said, I didn't have a clue how to live a normal life until I met my wife. Literally, I have a clue. But I started seeing the positivity that she brought towards to the, and that's what I needed. I needed a positive person to work with me to let me figure out what the heck was going on. Because the last marriage I was in was a horrible marriage. Um, I left with the shirt on my back, and that was it. I left with the shirt on my back. But you see these women nowadays, he ain't got nothing. He ain't worth a damn. Well, I thank God that she seen that I was a work in progress. And I could the same thing I said with at the speech. Exactly. I almost broke my finger. And it's still swollen. I took it off because I knew it was going to swell up. And that one that's sleeping in the room got mad. What you get mad for? Especially if I tell you I don't feel right. With I'm hoping this heals real quick. I put it on this finger until it healed up. But the swollen went down low enough that I put it back on. Because what you say does not affect me. But when I tell you I don't feel right with it not on, you should respect that means something to me. And it does, especially on my second marriage. Exactly. And and it does mean something to me. And why are you worried about it? If you shouldn't be worried about a ring or whatever, why if I tell you I'm mad, I'm mad. Now if I was there and said, oh yeah, hey, let's go over here. You sat there and said, hey, no, I'm good, I'm married. You don't know your situation. You just told me you don't want to dolly down or whatever because all the freaking diamonds you got on that going thing. You lost it and it cost you $1,200. You're like, nah, I'm not doing that again. You know what I mean? Blessed to be able to afford something like that. No, I know. Exactly. Or like I told Vincent before I got married, you might want to get you a non-conductive ring because he said the same. Just put that on when you go to work. Like a rubber ring. They sell them. Put that on when you go to work. Because he said he's not allowed to have one, which is because he said it's the same thing. It's something can happen. And the volts hit that daggone thing and melt it. It'll melt it on your finger. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Good morning. Good morning. I haven't said it, welcome in, welcome in. Apologize. You know what? It's crazy. I've been hit on before. I don't get frustrated. I get scared. Like, someone hits on me. Like, man, are you effing crazy? You know, are you trying to get me in trouble? Have you lost your dang mind? Get away from me. I remember, I think I told the story a while back, but we was at this food place, restaurant, and it's like a juicy crab type deal. And I went up to get a beer, and I had to squeeze these two sisters. And the lady said, no, sorry guys. The lady said, I'm gonna rub Buddha's belly. She rubbed my belly. I got so scared. I looked at her and took off like a like a a scared child. And I sat back down next to my wife, and she was like, "What's the matter with you?" And I was like, nothing, nothing at all. I had the beard. I think my hand was shaking. I'm like, man, please, uh, uh, shoot, I got me a wonderful person, and you only try to piss it, make her mad at me. You know, I've done some stupid stuff, but that will never happen. Never, never. You know, I prayed for the situation that I'm in, and I stay humble. I stay humble, humble, humble. Yeah, exactly. Because they know. Well, I can take him from her. Actually, no, you can't. I will cuss you out in 3 different languages. Stay the f away from me. You know what I mean? No, 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 no. Um, it was like when I told the missus I lost my wallet. She gave me the third degree, but she was like, but it was also reassurance that it's nothing but the devil. You know, we, we're going through situations, and we just not have to rebound. And what you don't realize is that's why, you know, I make dang sure that I let this woman know every chance I get how much I appreciate her. When we was when I was standing up there, with my buddy for his wedding, I was literally staring right at her and trying not to cry, but saying, "Look, you just don't know how happy you make me. Ain't nobody gonna tear me away from you." You know, um, through the whole, even the reception, I couldn't take my eyes off my wife because you know I finally can say I deserve her, because I've been treated like dirt my whole life. I deserve to be happy, even though, yeah, I'm frustrated. My wallet's gone. Yeah, it's $175, but I sold $150 in stock, so I'm only $25 now. That's going towards paying the bill because, well, guess what? I've been out of work for 2 weeks. Um, but if a super, if a supermodel hit on me, it'd be the same thing. Get your stank behind away from me. Plain and simple. You know, this thing means something to me. It's something I never had. It's peace, peace of mind, person that has the other part of this has my back. I've never felt that before in my life. I even to this day, when I lay in the bed, at least once or twice a night, I reach over and just make sure she's there. You know, my first wife, when I would do that, she would take it off me. So do you see what I'm saying? It's the little things. A man never forgets. I remember, you know, I tried and tried. My first wife prayed. I mean, pastors said, pray for her. And I finally got to the point, ain't that much praying in the world. Some people ain't going to change. And that's when I asked for a divorce. Then she went running to him. Oh, we need to meet. Nah, bro, I'm done. Well, to a favor to me. And I remember what I said. I said, mother effer, I told you I was done. I prayed and prayed and prayed, and this ignorant Negro didn't want to work nothing out, didn't want to give anything a chance when I tried. But I've had enough. And of course, it got worse before it got better. But I had enough. So when I find somebody, even though she could be a pain in the butt, but she's my pain in the butt. I find somebody that gives a flip about me, and I remember I said something and she thought it meant I got fired. When she was online looking for jobs for me. She said, don't worry about it, we'll get through this. I could hear in the background. I said, what are you doing? And he said, I'm at this truck, company looking, and we can fill out the application. But I said, babe, I'm not fired. I'm okay. She said, oh. You see what I mean? Exactly. Exactly. When you know that someone genuinely loves you, likes you, and appreciates you, that overrides any of our natural instincts. Plus, my age, I never, I couldn't do the stuff that these idiots out here doing, and I never even thought about it. I'm a one woman man. I don't want. I don't want multiple. I don't want all these new age and gender fluid this and that and sharing, and I'm not sharing my woman with freaking nobody, and I don't want to be shared either. I want one person to give a flip about me, one person to love me, one person to care about me, one person to be there for me in my time of need. Because guess what? I'm going to reciprocate. I'm going to do the same thing back. I'm going to have your back. I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to do it. And again, I'm going to tell you some of the hypathon. I'll tell you some of the stuff that Pastor Donnie McClurkin said to Vincent. And it blew me away. Do you know that man? You think, this just a highly religious pastor, but he loves Marvel Comics. He Marvel Comics. Just told me he had a Thor's hammer and all this other stuff, and so they've had good conversations, and it was really cool. It was really cool to see, because I'm very, very critical of a lot of these preachers and pastors and stuff like that. And to be that genuine was a good thing, a really good thing for him. And that's the one thing I want to talk about. You got what? Let's see what time we got here. What time is it? Oh, almost done. So I'm just gonna say this. A lot of people don't realize what someone's going through, what someone's been through, what but it's not normal. It's not. And I'm not going to say I'm never going to say it's normal. I'm never going to say, if you want to wear a dress, wear a dress, but don't force yourself upon me. Don't force yourself. They're making women. There's some kind of name for it, like you're a cyst or a carrier or something, instead of you're a daggone woman, because John, who's now Jane, says that she's a woman. Come on, man. I'm not preaching hatred or whatever, but let a woman be a woman. Let a man be a man. If you want society to accept you for you, then I'll accept you. But you're a trans. You're not a woman. You're not. And for you to call a woman a cyst or a birther or whatever these new names that they got, I think that's being derogatory towards a woman. And because you can't make up your mind, and I'm gender fluid. One day I want to be gay, and one day I want to be regular, and one day I want to love this. That means you're confused. Make up your mind. I mean, again, I'm not trying to start nothing, but it seems like I understand the long list but it just done got to the point with every month it's plus Q, HIJK, LMNOP. Come on, man. You remember the Bible had something that's called Sodom and Gomorrah, but we ain't gonna go there. Just saying. And I'm not preaching nobody. Don't go beating up on nobody. I'm not saying none of that. But do what you. If look at it this way, I give my wife a peck when we're in public, and that's it. But I don't run around, look at me, I'm heterosexual. Okay, yeah, I'm heterosexual. Look, I got a ring on my finger. And, if you're gay, you got a ring on your finger, you're married. Enjoy it. You only have one life. But stop trying to force yourself. When I start agreeing with some of these wackos, these wackos. One guy says, he says, I want to be a Stay Puft Marshmallow or whatever. And the lady says, she's now you're being ridiculous. He said, well, what you're saying is just as ridiculous as what I'm saying. But I want to identify as a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It's the same thing. You want to identify with something because whatever good, have at it. Leave me out of it. We can agree to disagree. That's it. And there was a thing. There was one person, and it turns out that they're trans. They're not a woman, but they went through the whole process. But they still have the muscular build of a man. And that person broke all of the weightlifting, the women weightlifting records, had it for a long time. So another weightlifter came in, just a dude, didn't put on dress, nothing like that. He says, he said, I identify as a woman. And he came in and destroyed all the previous records that were not owned by a woman, but a trans. And this guy, he just did it to prove a point. There's certain things that women can't do, but a man can do better. There's certain things that a man can't do that a woman can do better. And no matter what you say, I'm a man. And if I turn around and say that I'm now I want to be identified as a woman, I still can't give birth to a child. I still don't go through the monthly pain that every woman has to go through. I still, you guys see what I'm saying. So again, we can agree to disagree. I normally don't speak on stuff like that, but it's crazy how things have gotten. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy. But again, I believe in the United States of America, you have the right to think and choose what you want to do, what you want to be. I'm not going to throw nothing at you, whatever. I'm not even going to look at you and discuss how you doing. What's your name? You know, oh, good. Nice to meet you. That's it. You know, I'm gonna mind my business. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm gonna mind my business. The situations that we've given ourselves, I think I'll just leave it at that. I think I'll just leave it at that. But it's been good to get back and then finally talking again. Got to get dressed, get back on the road. Dre, you come in every time I'm about to close out. I was just thinking about you. I said, let me close out before Dre Lachey shows up. But normally I start early, but maybe I should start on time and and end it a little later. I'll start working on that. But again, hey guys, appreciate y'all coming in. Thanks for the good laugh. Yeah, I know. You're right. You're right. Well, appreciate you coming in for a second. Thanks for the good laugh. Look around and see if I forgot anything. I don't know why I'm at. Yeah. No, I usually stop at 6. But I don't know. I started ranting, so I'm a little over. But just know you guys are greatly appreciated on this channel. You just want to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for having my back, and just want to know that y'all appreciate it. And let's change this. What else I got on here? Let's see. And just like the bottom ticker says, for entertainment purposes only, the host has no idea what he is doing. He just likes doing it. So just take what I said, guys, as you know, with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? You guys have a blessed day. You guys have a blessed day. I don't know why my asthma's acting up. And just know, if no one loves you, God loves you, and I love you too. See you guys tomorrow.